But while recruitment overall is down, the percentage of women in the military has increased to 17.5% of active duty, 21.6% of the selected reserve. Joining us now is Allison Jaslow, a former Army captain and Iraq War vet, currently the chief executive of Iraq and Afghanistan Veterans of America. Thank you so much for your service, and thank you for being here. Appreciate it. What do you make of Pete Hegseth's comments?
Well, frankly, I saw combat before Pete Hegseth did. So his views are not only outdated, but they ignore the reality of our most recent wars where there was an asymmetrical battlefield and combat found you whether you liked it or not. Furthermore, I think he's devaluing the service of women who were killed in action. They most certainly saw combat. They made the ultimate sacrifice for us. And I'd like for him to have this conversation with their loved ones because it seems to ignore their reality that they have lived as well.
He suggested that women don't have to meet the same standards. Is that true?
Listen, the women who are graduating from Ranger School not only are graduating through the same rigorous Ranger School that the men who are graduating Ranger School are graduating from, but Ranger School has a 50% fail rate. So the women who graduate Ranger School are objectively mentally and physically tougher than many men in the military. And that needs to be maintained in perspective.
It does sound like part of what he's saying is it gets complicated, suggesting that the relationships between men and women can make it more complicated. I mean, is that the way you heard it?
I don't know what he's suggesting, Dan. All I do know is that we have the most professional military in the entire world. I served alongside very professional men and women in wartime, and we have been doing this for decades, and we should not be having such outdated views, especially in leadership positions at the top of the Department of Defense.
So clearly this kind of ticks you off. Fair to say that?
It is frustrating and disappointing.
Allison Jaslow, thank you so much for your time. Again, thank you for your service. Really appreciate it.
Thanks for having me, Dan.
Thanks for watching. Go to joinnn.com to find NewsNation on your screen. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button below to get more of NewsNation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.